What up, y'all? It's your boy Dre. Says that shit kills me every time I do it. But anyways, this topic is it's been something I've talked to people about before. It's been things that I've complained about. I see people starting to grasp the concept. It's still kind of bothering me though. So I figured I'd do a video on it. Somebody might like it, somebody might not. This is the way it is. But basically, this is just a topic on men and women in general, especially in a relationship standpoint, and how some women don't seem to understand how to let their man be a man. I know a lot of y'all have heard me talk about this before. If you have, feel free to not listen to this video because it's probably going to be regurgitation of me saying the same thing again. But at the same time, if you have and you haven't adapted to this, then maybe you need to listen to it again. And if you haven't, well, welcome to my world. Basically, the point that I always make with people, and I let them know all the time when they're complaining about their man, you know what I mean? Either one, leaving them for a woman that's of lesser value than them, or two, not stepping up to the plate. There's a couple things that come into play there. The number one reason why most men A, leave their woman for a lesser woman, or B, don't step up to the plate, is because at some point they've been belittled as a man. It's a natural thing that's built into us genetically, to want to be men. And when I say want to be men, I mean as far as, have that power as a man. So as far as to provide, as far as to, take care of, that's built into us. Just like with women, it's you have that nature of being a carer. So taking care of someone, raising someone. Women are very great with children, as most people know. The reason why 90% of men and women, when they do something great in the world and someone's in their face with a camera and they're like, what do you want to say? And the first thing they say is, Mom, I love you, because that is where most of the love in our lives come from, is from the women that have taught us and brought us up. There's some cases where that's not the case, but most of the time that's what it is. Women are caring and nurturing. Men are providers. That's just the way we're made. When I say that they have been belittled or their manhood has been taken away, I mean there's little things that you can do to make your man feel more like a man. Stupid stuff. Like, you're having a dinner with your friends. You're cooking. I know most of you women can open a can or open a jar. Let your man do it. Honey, can you open this for me? I've witnessed women in my life do that. Even though I know they can open that, but they're smart enough to know at some point you're going to have to let your man be a man. And giving him that little boost in his ego, it's that simple with us, ladies. Men are very simple creatures. We only need a few things in life to be happy. That is one of them. We need to feel like a man. If you're out to dinner with a man and he's asked you to dinner, don't pull your purse out. Let him pay. It's that simple. Now, I'm not saying if you guys are mutual friends and you were like, hey, I want to go out to eat, and he's like, okay, y'all chilling, y'all go out to eat, that you shouldn't offer. That's cool. But if a man calls you or a man texts you, because nowadays no one calls anymore, man texts you, hey, let me take you out to dinner. And at the end of the dinner, the check comes, it gets placed on the table. If you watch a waiter, he will put that check, a good one, in front of the man. If you go and reach for that, or you go to pull your bag out, you're doing two things. You're belittling him as a man, and you're totally disrespecting him. Now, in return, ladies, if you're dealing with a man that doesn't see it that way, deal with someone else. The reason why is because that man is not yet ready to become a provider. And a man that is not ready to become a provider is a man that is not grown yet. Period. Now, I know you're sitting here like, yo, you can't dog women all the time for taking away a man's manhood. No. Society has a big play on this too, because it's been told and been shown that it's okay to be laying up in some woman's house and not take care of your business. So men, it's not just them. This day and age, I understand things are different. I understand women are independent. I understand that women want to do things for themselves. But if you look inside your heart, the happiest you are is when you are helping or you're taking care of your woman. I'm not saying women shouldn't do anything. I'm just saying there's certain things that they shouldn't do and that you should be doing. So you should probably figure that out if you really want to have a good woman, like most men say. Now, you ask, Dre, you said that's the reason why they cheat on us with lesser women. Well, yeah, that's why. And the reason why is because when you're not letting him be a man, that lesser woman either A, has no choice and needs someone to be a man in her life, or she's okay with letting him be a man in her life. She's okay with letting him pay for things. She's okay with calling him when something needs to be fixed. She's okay with when they're out in public, standing next to her man on the inside of the sidewalk. Yeah, that sounds stupid, right? No, it's a protection thing. I understand most people where I live drive because you can't really walk a lot of places with this shitty ass weather we have. But in the summertime, people that live in Rochester, New York, when you're walking down Park Ave, look, you'll notice who a good man is. His woman will be on the inside of him when they're walking on the sidewalk. It's a protection thing. We don't even mean to do it if you're a good man. It just happens. You just know something on that right-hand side or that left-hand side that's in the street may be dangerous to the woman that I'm with, and I want to protect her. It's simple things, ladies and gentlemen. It's simple things. Now, women, when a man is being a good man and he's taking care of you, you need to return that as well. I'm not saying in the same way that he does, because in that case, you'd be taking away his job. And if you don't want a man to provide for you, a man to help take care of you, even though you can do it yourself, maybe you don't want a man. You need to revisit the way that you feel inside and understand, wait, maybe I'm not happy with being with a man. Check that out. Because the way that we are made, not because it's old school. A lot of people go, oh, that's old school, that's old school. No, it's the way that we're made. Yes, times have changed. The creation of man has not. The way we are made, the way we are genetically structured has not changed. We have been the same since Adam and Eve, or since we became from gorillas, or whatever you want to think of it as. Since we were placed on this place called Earth, we have been made and created the same way. Nothing inside of us has changed. Yes, there's a lot of big motherfuckers out here nowadays. I don't know what they're putting in the water. I saw a 16-year-old the other day that was bigger than me. I'm a big dude. But the interior structure of us is exactly the same. So think about it. If you have a man that sits in your house when things are breaking, when bills need to be paid, when you need to have someone carry the groceries in, when you need someone to shovel that walkway, when you need someone to, clean the gutters, clean out the garage, fix some doors, light bulbs, change them. If you have a man that sits in your house and does nothing, why the fuck would you want to be with him? I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't want to be with a man like that. So when you get a man that wants to do those things for you, why would you stop him from doing them? Why would you tell him, no, I'm independent, I don't need that? I don't get it. You complain about a man not being shit, but then you don't let him do shit for you. Ladies, come on. And when I say return things in the favor, ladies, I mean, if you have a good man that takes care of home or the house, you should take care of the home. I understand you guys work like we work. You guys put in hours like we put in hours. But you get 2 days off a week just like we get 2 days off a week. And on those 2 days off a week, even if they're opposite days, if your man is at home and he's fixing something on his day off, your next day off, you might want to think about making him a meal. I know there's a lot of men out there that cook. And there's a lot of ladies out there that can't cook. You know how to use your damn phone though, right? Order him up something. Do something for him. Make him feel, needed and wanted. And make him feel like you're happy and you're grateful for the things that he does for you. Like I said, men are simple. We only need a few things in this world. Ladies, on the other hand, y'all a little bit more complicated. We're not going to touch base on that. That's another video. But I'm just telling you this now. The reason why your man will leave you for a woman of lesser value, and the reason why your man may not step up to the plate as a man is because at some point in his life, I'm not saying you did it, but at some point in his life, his manhood was devalued and taken away from him. And if you love that man enough and you want to keep him around, you may think about building that back up. Because if not, somebody else will. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Love you. Peace.